Hello, boys and girls. Here we are on Chapter 1, Lesson 8, Comparison Problems with Addition and Subtraction. And we are going to jump in right here at number 2. Which lake, I'm going to read it to you, starting right here. Which lake has a surface area that is 14,938 square miles greater than the surface area of Lake Ontario? Draw a model and write a number sentence to solve the problem. Okay, so we have to use this table over here to get the information we need to solve the problem. Surface area is just the flat part that's on top of a lake. It has nothing to do with the water that's underneath the flat part. Okay, it's just the area, the top. Okay, so let's see here. I have to go reread like always, right? Which lake has a surface area that is 14,938 square miles greater than the surface area of Lake Ontario? So we're looking for a lake that's that much greater than the surface area of Lake Ontario, right? So let's see. We have to draw a model. So do you remember the bar models you were doing in class today? Okay, so there's Lake Ontario. I'm going to put that 7,340. Okay, and let me look back up here. Like as a surface area that is that much greater than. So that's kind of like the mystery. Okay, which lake is that? Or which part of a lake is that, I should say. Okay, we do know that it's 14,938 square miles greater than the surface area of Lake Ontario. Okay, and then this bar represents the total of the greater amount that they told us and the surface area of Lake Ontario. So it's Lake Ontario, and the amount that's greater than Lake Ontario will be the surface area of this lake. So how do we combine those two surface areas to find the surface area of the new lake? We add them together. Okay? I didn't really leave myself very much space here, did I? I'm going to squeeze it in down here. 14,938 plus 7,340. 8, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, regrouping. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Regrouping. And then 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, so I have a lake with a surface area of 22,278. Can you look at the chart and find which lake that is? Yep, I see it too. Bing! So the lake that is 14,938 square miles greater than Lake Ontario is Lake Michigan. And it says draw a model. We did that. Write a number sentence to solve the problem. We did a number sentence right there. Okay, let's go. All right, I'm moving down to number 4. At 840,000 square miles, Greenland is the largest island in the world. The second largest island is New Guinea at 306,000 square miles. How much larger is Greenland than New Guinea? Okay, and we don't have to draw a model for this one, but you can if you want to. So this is another one where I'm going to go back and reread it again. Okay, so Greenland is 840,000 square miles. The second largest island is New Guinea, and it's 306 square miles. How much larger is Greenland than New Guinea? Well, they're asking me the difference between the areas in square miles of those two islands. And we talked about this before. What is difference? It's the answer to a subtraction problem. What's the difference in those square miles? Well, let's find out by subtracting. And of course, I put the greater number first so that I am able to subtract them correctly. I'm going to change colors. Okay, 0, 0, 0. Okay, 0 minus 6. Here's, we have to regroup. Okay, remember this? We did a lot of this before. So 10 minus 6 is 4. 3 minus 0 is 3. Love that. 8 minus 3 is 5. Comma. So how much larger is Greenland than New Guinea? 534,000. And please don't forget your label. Square miles. All right. Nice job. All right. We are on the back at the lesson check. Number 2 in the lesson check says, at 1,932 feet, here's where I'm reading, at 1,932 feet, Crater Lake, Oregon, is the deepest lake in the United States. The world's deepest lake, Lake Baikal, that word right there. I should look it up. I'm going to call it Baikal. Okay, the world's deepest lake, Lake Baikal in Russia, is 3,383 feet deeper. How deep is Lake Baikal? Okay, so let's think about this one. You can draw a picture. So here's the top of the lake. Okay, Crater Lake is 1,932 feet deep. Lake Baikal is deeper. So it goes do. How much deeper? That much deeper. 3,383 feet deeper. How deep is Lake Baikal? So Lake Baikal is all of Crater Lake and the additional 3,383 feet. So how do we combine those two amounts? We add them. Okay, 1,932 plus 3,383. Boop, boop. So 3 plus 2 is 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 1. Regrouping. Oh, here, look at this. I can make a 10. I love when I can do that. So that's 9, 10, and then just mental math. 10 plus 3, 13. I always look for those make a 10s. And then 3, 4, 5. Lake Baikal, I don't think that's how you say it, is 5,315 feet. Okay, last one. It's the last one on the page. About 400,000 people visited an art museum in December. Which number could be the exact number of people who visited the art museum? Cool. Look, boys and girls, we're going back to lesson 1.4. Rounding. Okay, so about 400,000 people visited. So your job is to find which one of these will round to 400,000. Now I underline that 4 because we're looking for highest place value situation here. We're looking at the 100,000s place. We're rounding to the 100,000s place. Okay, proximity, there's 47. 47 is between 40 and 50. 47, definitely closer to 50. So that rounds to 500,000. 45. 45, that's smack in between 40 and 50, right? So what do you do with 5? What is the math rule? Raise the score. 5 or more, raise the score. So that rounds to 50. Fill in the rest of our place values. Okay, 35. Oh, another 5. So 35 is right between 30 and 40. Smack in the middle, what do? 5 or more, raise the score. So 35 rounds to 40. Fill in the rest of the place values. And, oh wait, ring-a-ding-ding. Ring-a-ding-ding. Let's just check the last one. 34, 4 or less, let it rest. 34 is between 30 and 40, closer to 30, right? So, C, the ring-a-ding-ding. 352,483 rounds to 400,000. All right, excellent job, boys and girls.